Hello, what's going on, folks? It is Wednesday night, hump day. I hope you're doing well. This is day number 463. Sorry, my Twitter page up there. Day 463, chugging along here on the CCIE journey. And today we're going to talk a little bit about a couple cool things I got in mind that are about to happen. One is, of course, I am still working on the purchase of the CCIE Advanced Expert Bundle, I believe it's called. Man, I'm curious to see what that's going to look like. I'm even considering like intermingling some of those labs and diagnostics and things in between working through some of the INE labs that I still have left in the INE workbook. By the way, I got this new shock absorber. I don't know if you can see that there on stream, but yep, it doesn't really enter the camera. It's kind of cool. It has, so there's a little shock absorber here. There's a little shock absorber there, and we'll see how it works. It tends to make the mic seem a little shaky, but theoretically, as long as it's still, it'll produce less vibrations. If I bump stuff, man, I'm a little bit reckless sometimes with gear, and I'll bump things and knock things, and so hopefully this will help. Anyway, yeah, so working on that, let you know how that goes. And then I've been grinding on the flashcards. I've been adding flashcards. I added a lot from the labbing this weekend, and been also adding some from the NAT studies. So that's been going well, and I've been hitting them, which is good. So I haven't like gotten, a few months back, I would go a few days and I get really behind on the flashcards and have to catch up. Now I'm doing those pretty consistently, about 25 every day, and that's been very helpful. Also have coming up a 3-day lab weekend, of course. So I took the day off Friday. I may or may not have mentioned this. I don't think I did because I didn't stream last night. I had to work. And I'm going to have to work tomorrow night also, I believe. However, I went ahead and booked quite a few vacation days. So I've got them interspersed, but generally they tend to be either like a Friday or a Monday for the next few weeks. I think I even left some buffer. I had some buffer in there already, but I have buffer in there for a family trip and of course some travel during the holidays, and also in case I have to do a retake, which hopefully we won't. I've still got some days in there buffered for additional study, but I took a number of, I think it was like 8 total or something, vacation days interspersed throughout the next few months in targeting this lab date I have of October 14th. 96 days ago, 12 weekends, 12 full weekends, including this weekend, and this will be a 3-day weekend, so I'm looking forward to that. And the title of this today, this vlog is the IPNAT command, the amazing ginsu knife set of networking. The reason I say that, I've struggled a little bit with this NAT section. Most of my experience with NAT, this is the INE workbook topics. Most of my experience with NAT, to be honest, has been with the ASA platform. So I went through the changes when, was it 8.3? When they made significant changes to the word, at the CLI of how to make changes to NAT. But I went through that. I made the adjustments. I like what they did with 8.3 and above of the code and the way that works. It is a much better way. There's adjustments period for me. That's how much I was doing NAT on the ASA. Routing is different, and it's interesting how many options there are with the IPNAT command. I mean, I've even created some flashcards among that. I don't know what the exact tree is. I don't have a lab started right now, but it's funny because you start IPNAT, and then you have inside or outside. Then with outside, if you select that, then you can select IPNAT outside source. But if you go with inside, IPNAT inside, you can do destination or source. And then as you branch on the IP NAT command, especially some of the static options, man, there's so much you can do. And it all starts with IP NAT. So knowing how that branches out, how you do the different types of NAT, and how you have to structure that command have been a little challenging for me to remember. So what I've been doing is, like, some of these are not checked. Like, I'll actually go back and restart and relab. They're not long labs. That's the nice thing. Like, it's usually just a few commands to do these labs. But in going through this, and I'll probably do reversible NAT. I started that today. Let's see, there's only 2 left here. A reversible and static extendable NAT. But probably what I will do tonight and tomorrow, prior to Friday. Friday's going to be big lab. As a matter of fact, let's just talk about that briefly because I may or may not stream tomorrow. But this weekend, we'll probably be moving on to Foundation Lab 3. So I have not even really looked at this yet. I don't know what all is involved. What has been missing, again, these are foundation labs. They're not, full scale or mock labs. I expect those to be huge. These are like 10 routers. But noticeably absent from some of these labs so far in the foundation labs has been IP services. There was an SLA in there, maybe QoS, multicast. The more difficult sections of the blueprint have not really been covered yet in the foundation. There have been redistribution has been challenging at times. But maybe there will be some of that here in the Foundation Lab Part 3. So I'm looking forward to that. But hopefully by, I would say, Friday, I will have all these NAT. We'll probably be done at this stage with NAT, and we'll have all these checked off. And then next week, I'll work through trying to get to the rest of these here in the IP services section. Hasn't been too bad so far, except some of the NAT has been me thinking, how is this on iOS versus in ASA? And just kind of getting my head around that in the IP NAT command, but working on that with the help of flashcards, so it's going well. That's all I've got tonight, folks. Hope everybody has a great hump day. Wow, look at how that take a little getting used to. Plus, I've got this this microphone arm is really extended really far. I've changed my desk configuration. We'll continue to work on that. But it's going to be brief tonight, folks. I'm going to hit these labs, and I'll be checking back in maybe tomorrow night. I don't know yet exactly when the change window is going to be that I have the work to do. So, but I may stream. I'll let you know in Discord. Hang out with us in Discord if you're stuck or need some help. There's the link there in the chat. It's down below. And, post questions or seek out advice or encouragement, whatever you need. Hit us up. You can always follow me on Twitter, YouTube. Oh, by the way, speaking of YouTube, if you haven't seen this interview yet, it's great. Last time I posted it, which I think was Monday night, I'd not watched it yet, but I did watch it that night, and it's great. It's awesome. Some cool work by Tony E there. I forget which program he's using for his video production, but yeah, he does a great job there. And great interview with David Peñaloza, and more reasons to get fired up about going to Cisco Live if you have never been. So definitely check it out. Thanks for hanging out tonight, folks. Again, follow me here on Twitter, YouTube, here on Twitch. And if you got Amazon Prime Days coming up, you get one free Twitch Prime sub a month. Hit me up on here if you got one laying around. And otherwise, we shall see you back here very soon here in the Land Tamer stream, sending out good bits into the universe. Wishing you the best in your labs, your work, whatever you got going on, whatever you're working towards. We're with you. See you next time.